Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Leal, and the next week we are going to have a lot of transits. That's why I am anticipating the ones that initiate the week because they are already active, and they are the seal also of the new moon in Scorpio. But before that, I wanted to mention that the moon is going through Libra today, November 15th, and we enter in contact with situations in which perhaps we need rebalance. An energetical rebalance could be a thing of reciprocity in certain relationships, in a job, in the relationship with ourselves. Could be realizing that we were depositing too much energy in one area of life and not attending others that are important. This moon at this moment is responding to Venus in Scorpio that is already activating a trine and a sextile with the North Node in Pisces and the South Node in Virgo, which are the lunar nodes and the ones that are marking the direction, the evolutionary direction, the North Node, and the point of cleansing, the South Node. So this makes more fluid the fact that we can make choices to open ourselves to love. And with this, I am not referring specifically love through a person, because many times people associate this word with romantic relationships. In some cases could be, of course, but I am referring to love in oneself principally, and of course this implies making choices where we can share that love in the ways we feel that is evolutionary to do it. And notice that I am talking about feeling and not believing, because Venus in Scorpio perceives through the barriers of the mind. And also in this connection, this harmonic connection with the South Node in Virgo, it is about creating discernment in the spaces in which we cannot do that, because the dynamic have turned into energetical drain, because the patterns that we are establishing in those spaces are preventing us from growing and from deepening in ourselves, because to the proportion is greater depth that reveals greater growth in our decisions and in the experiences that we are creating. So Venus rules Libra and also Taurus. Taurus, the next days, Uranus is right there, Uranus retrograde, is impulsing these internal and external changes in spaces where perhaps we don't feel that we are valued, or in dynamics that are pushing us away from giving that value to ourselves. So that what we have to give can be invested in a genuine contribution and can be also appreciated. And also to discover and to develop the things that we came here to give. We can apply this to many areas of our lives in many sense, because everything is connected in the end. Also very important, this enables that we can receive what the soul desires to receive. We can learn to receive, because happens that many times when we are sustaining a lot of mechanisms that lead us to give too much, to be validated or to be needed, this could attract circumstances where people are taking too much, are demanding too much, or they aren't recognizing what we are giving. So even if higher situations could appear, or situations that we could experimenting as much positive, as more positive, the same pattern, the same mechanism could generate the sensation that we don't deserve that. That's why it is very important to observe those dialogues when they appear, and to position the focus of the mind in other direction, because that also help us to make decisions that are more coherent with ourselves. And I am not referring to feed dialogues that respond to the opposite polarity. Like, I am the best, I deserve everything, because many times this could bring a lack of humbleness that is still reflecting topics related to low self-esteem. I am referring more to this practice of observation. I am saying this because there are a lot of, these affirmations, these kind of things that I am not always in agreement with that. And what I am proposing here is more this practice of observation that can transcend judgments, and that can also enable for us to see what we can appreciate and celebrate in ourselves, and observing other areas, and to say, well, I can develop or I can improve this thing here, It is not this, I know the word right now, it is not this pride, but also it is not this self-exigency or perfectionism that could be, a measure in an excessive way. I'm saying this because it is very common for us human beings to inhabit the extremes, to understand that it is not from that place that we can actually flow with experience. And that believing in an illusion of superiority, it is not self-love, and to do this criticism, this destructive criticism towards oneself, is not humbleness either. I am talking a little bit strange today. So on the other side, I wanted to say that on November 17th, the Sun in Scorpio perfects this grand trine of water, with Jupiter retrograde in Cancer and Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Also, Neptune retrograde, which is also in Pisces, is participating, but this is going to be perfected ahead during this week. This is a beautiful energy that shows us the power of water in a society that perhaps has given more value to the intellectual aspects or the material aspects. I think this is very, very powerful. And for the people that already have charge of water in their natal charts, this reinforce their inherent capacities. And for the people that they don't have this, could help to connect with these aspects of their being. And I am talking about intuitive capacities being amplified, both for experiences that can offer growth as much as the experiences that are not offering that. We could perceive emotions, the energy in people and situations, and this reinforce the confidence in the trust in the things that we are feeling. And we can use that to help other people or to contribute with our path, to establish boundaries to certain energies, and to do that transcending the guilty that many times people could feel, especially the ones that are very sensitive or empathetic. These aspects are also connecting us with reconnecting with the things that we want to expand, because both of them, Saturn and Jupiter, are retrograde, and Neptune. The dreams, and especially with the things that are among our possibilities right now to create those dreams, which is the most important thing, to take those things to concretion, decisions. This is Saturn in Pisces. And also for other people, this could be understanding in a deeper level certain experiences regarding home, family, relationships that remain to something familiar, the past, and how those things influenced or are influencing in the present moment. And this could enable this higher sense of what you have transited, and therefore a liberation of an emotional burden. People that some people could be connecting with this feeling that even in the difficult moments, life was preparing us or are preparing you, because there are people that could be going through challenges right now, to expand our vessel and to receive this higher light, more elevated experiences, deeper connections, situations that can be transformative. And even though a transformation implies leaving behind an old form, not all the transformations involve pain. There are experiences of much plenitude that could be an impulse of transformation. I don't think we have to associate transformation with pain or with grief. On the other side, the trines also speak of the maturity of a phase. So some people could see the fruits of decisions that they already have taken in the past in connection with the sense of their path, or the projects that they have been investing their energy in, that they are very aligned with their soul. They have invested their heart, their resources, time. So these fruits are a signal, that they are in the path of their purpose. And I think it is also very important to be able to appreciate, no matter the magnitude of the result, what really matters in here is what this invokes inwards, this certainty through through which we are connecting, to which we are connecting, the confirmation that this is what expands ourselves in our process and therefore brings light to our lives into the world. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.